my darlings. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm still here. Summer is coming to an end. School has started up, and those who really, really know me know that I went back to substitute teaching. So, anyway, substitute teaching is perfect for somebody like me because I get to pick and choose what day I want to work and which school I want to go to, all that good stuff. Anyways, I my daughter-in-law, I was complaining about having to always put makeup on to go to work, and she says, "Here's a gift certificate. Go get your eyelashes done." I'm not sure I'm on board. I'm not sure I picked the right ones, or maybe I'm just being overly critical, but yeah, they were $150. They're staying on. And maybe I can choose something better next time I get a filler or something. I don't know. But that's the reason why my eyes look like caterpillars. All right. Ah, so tonight, I think at 2:05 in the morning of the 24th, but the midnight tonight is the black moon. There's some really significant things happening with the black moon that it's rare. It doesn't come around very often, and I'm going to read you a little bit of a cert on it. Um, let's see, August 23rd, 2025, midnight, 1 a.m. to Mountain Time. Visible, not visible. It's a new moon. It's not going to be very visible, but it does carry a bunch of like metaphysical energy and things like that. And I'm going to read that to you as well as soon as I find it. Here we go. Okay, there we go. The spiritual and the metaphysical meaning around a black moon. In spiritual and pagan traditions, the black moon is seen as a powerful time to deep shadow work. So if you got stuff that you need to deal with today, is the perfect day, and then tomorrow is the perfect day to absolutely get it out and look at it. When you look at your shadow work, when it is time to look at your shadow work, that means that the spirituality or the universe is supporting you. There's nothing to be afraid of. Once you look into your spiritual aspect of your shadow work, the universe knows how to dissolve that and knows how to absorb it. So stop being so afraid. That's my recommendation. Um, Shadow work, hidden truths, and rebirth. So if you want to start something new, if you drink or if you smoke cigarettes or if you have gambling, any bad habits out there that you want to have a rebirth, tonight is the night for sure. It's a heightened intuition as well. So if you would like to sit and meditate on a situation, say you have a hard time making a decision about a situation in your life, tonight is the night, especially while it's going on, like in the early morning. You sit and meditate on it and you ask the universe for the information. Meditation doesn't mean clear your mind. Meditation is listening to the voices. No, we don't need medicine. Listening to the spiritual voices that come through and any answers that you may have been asking for or needing or wanting. A perfect time for that. I'll be doing that myself, so join me. It's often considered the most potent new moon for setting into intentions. So if tonight is the night you want to set your intentions, tonight is the night that you shall do that. Releasing old patterns. For the yes people, the ones that feel like they don't have a whole lot of strength within inside of them, those type of things, the intentions and going forward. If your intention is to make more money, despite what's going on in the world, then do that. If your intentions are to like get a vehicle or get a house or get stable, whatever, a job, whatever you want, whatever it is, set your intentions tonight. It says that it has a real good potency on that. Release and also releasing old patterns and working with transformational energy. And that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to give you a reading on whatever the black moon has for us and going in. I am going to probably ask about the political atmosphere because that's what my channel is for. I am going to also ask for what should we do be doing, whatever. I mean, I don't care. It's a overall opening up whatever message it has that the black moon energy is going to give us. I am going to remote view, trans channel, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't care anymore. However, I am going to close my eyes and I'm going to tell you what I see in any messages that I see. So hang in there.
Mark this date. August 23rd, 2025. Black Moon. The rarest new moon you'll ever experience. One of those nights whispered about across traditions and calendars. And here's the thing. If you don't use it, if you don't step into that energy, you'll feel the void hit harder than ever. This isn't hype. This is one of those nights that decides who wakes up and who stays asleep, who evolves and who repeats. Miss it, and you'll carry the weight of old cycles for years, replaying karmic loops that could have been cleared. Lean in, and you step into a timeline shift that cracks open your next version.
Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to, how I like doing this is sage, white sage, in a whatchamacallit, right? Because I'm on camera and I can't remember any words. Incense, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and start one of these as well. Some of my intentions for this black moon is to be more connected to spirit. That's always my intentions. I have been running this kind of intention for a long time. Whatever it is I need to do to get rid of, to work through, or to talk through, or look at inside my own life and my own thoughts and my own emotions in order to get closer to spirit. That's what my intention is, always on the front of all of my stuff. But my intentions are also to be a productive member of society. If I'm going to be, since I'm going to be around, these children, I want to be able to inspire, to calm them down. Whatever my energy is, I want to produce the utmost, highest opportunity for children to experience. That's another one of my intentions on that. So, and other ones that I can't think of right now because I'm on camera. Whatever. All right, I'm going to close my eyes. See what we can see. The message is political. There is one thought that keeps on coming through my mind before I did this. Oh, this says love wins. So there's that. Before I did this was the it's and it kind of weirds me out sometimes. Sometimes the symbols that I get, I'm like, all right. But all of the lawmakers dropped into a great big old huge womb. And they're all getting shoved back into like the womb. Now that can mean a lot of stuff. The womb is like rebirth, the womb is creation, the womb has a lot of meanings to the womb. But when it's showing me that the lawmakers, not Trump, but the lawmakers are getting placed in there. I find that kind of weird. But I know I love listening to what you guys have to say. Please never be afraid to give me your intuition, your thoughts, how you felt, what was going on with you when you heard this information. Please post it in the comments. That is my heart and soul with each and every one of you, is to hear what you have to say. I am one person who does the work, but I know there's many of you out there that do, and I love to hear your spin on it and what you thought. So always feel free to post in my comments for that. All right, here we go. I just got in my throat. It went like I was like, what is that? And Here we go. Okay. I haven't seen this in years. I'm in a barn with farm animals, and the first thing it showed me was a fly strip. You know those fly strips that they hang in the barn? And it's just full of bugs, probably flies, but there's a lot of different type of bugs, and they're all on this fly paper. Well, that's fascinating. You're all getting caught. I just heard that in the background. You're all getting caught. You're all getting stuck. You won't have anywhere to go. We placed the trap. You found it. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Okay. So this one's a hard scene. This one's right here is a hard scene, but all the horses, they're letting the horses out of the barn. And I couldn't figure out why they're unbridling them and hitting them on the butt and then sending them out of the barn. But I look over here, it's because it's on fire. It's on fire. The barn is on fire. Not the house, but the barn. I know that I feel like there's something to this barn. I keep on asking for the intuition or the information about it, but what is a barn? But all of the horses are being let go, so they're all being saved. Okay, I'll have to look that one up, what a barn means. Everything is right now like old time. It brought me to a green pasture. There's children in those like prairie movies or like Little House on the Prairie. The children, all the girls are dressed in their little things and their baskets, and they have flowers, you know, and stuff like that. And Panda's bothering me right now. Okay, they're gathering. Come on, give me a little bit more. Back to basics. We're not enjoying this earth like we're supposed to. We're not enjoying life like we're supposed to. We're not going forward like we're supposed to. These are just words and sayings that I'm hearing right now. Rising from the ashes. Okay, it's kind of giving me the feeling of like, we're going to be right. It's almost over. It's kind of the feeling. It's like it's almost over. We're getting there. We're getting through the veil. We're getting to the point where we're going to be on the other side. We have to walk through this. We have to experience this. It's showing me one person on one side of of this of this whole situation with Trump and everything, one person, and they literally walk through the veil and then walk onto the other side, and this person is changed. Everything about them has changed. Their hair color, their clothing that they're wearing, they're glowing, everything. It's like it changed. Like no person whatsoever at the start of this is going to be the same person on the other side. We have all included in this change. That's fascinating. And that is, I'm asking for the intuition and the energy from the black moon. The black moon is literally saying, we have all needed this change. Not just the Republicans, not just the Democrats, every single person that is experiencing all of this energy and all of this upheaval right here, right now, in order for us to go forward. Oh, okay. I just felt the feeling of it, so I have to tell you what I just saw. It's like the best way I can describe it is there's a point in time if you do not choose to go through and get to the other side, the the water will swallow you up. And I see the reason why I'm tearing up is I see a lot of people on this side that wanted their loved ones to go with them and they just didn't. And they're all reaching for them. It's a very emotional scene right now. But the waves are coming in and it's like they're on a platform, they're reaching for their loved ones and they just will not come. And so the wave just comes and just sweeps them all out into the ocean. And they're very sad. And they have no choice but to walk away. They have no choice but to be on the other side. And they get to a point of acceptance and they kind of turn around and walk towards the light. It is the best example if I can say, but this was very sad. It's like a it's like a moment of loss with a gain. Like with a moment of loss, huge loss, not just a small one, but huge, but also gaining. That's the reason why we have all had to change. Okay. All right. I kind of went in my mind, I asked, okay, let's take it to the political atmosphere here in the United States. And it shows me a tree. The middle of it, the middle of it is rotting out. The tree still looks great and wonderful, and the fruit are still there, but there's signs of the fruit rotting because of this middle of this tree is rotted. And then something comes and pulls this whole tree out of the ground and it has root rot. Okay? That doesn't take a psychic to understand that metaphor, but that's what it's showing me, and it pulls it out. I'm trying to see what pulls it out. They do. They do it. They're destroying each other. They're doing it. They're whatever it is, this is them pulling the trees up by the roots and destroying it. I'm trying to find out if any of them start having a conscience because I've been wondering about that for quite some time. Not many. It's like they start. So I'm looking at any of the Republicans if they're ever going to have a conscience and come forward and get right with their higher power, and if they're going to balk against it. And it's like I see them all stretch out to try, and they get snapped back in. Whatever that power is, it is holding them hostage. Why? Why can't they break free? Wow. It's saying, I've already sinned. I have to stay with the sinners. That's eye-opening. I have already voted and sinned. I have to stay with the sinners. Okay. All right. Anything good? There's, this is weird. So that whole thing where the energy is pulling them back, every time they try to step out, they've known they already joined the sinners. And there's a person on the other side telling them what they're telling you is not true. You can still do the right thing. What they're telling you is not true, and they just their shame is keeping them stuck. Mm, okay. All right, I'm gonna come up and out of that. My eyes are my tears stuck to my caterpillars. Anyhow, that was fascinating. I'm glad that I did that. And then one reasons why I decide to come up and out of those is because they keep on the scene won't change. And so I figure I'm at the end of the movie kind of a situation. So I have my true crime oracle cards that I'm going to throw a few cards on this. See what's up with that. And then we'll get out of here. I hope you enjoy them. I literally am um here for the first time witnessing it just like you. So I too come up and out of that going, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Three or more. We'll see. We'll start off with the first one. Here's the first one. Ooh, greed. Greed is corrupting in all things. Greed can come in so many different forms. Greed of attention, greed of food, greed of, stuff. If you're a hoarder, that greed can get out of whack, very unhealthy, very fast. And the GOP is their greed. It Money equals power, power equals money for them, right? It's all on the same level, but power. Once you have a taste of it, how many times have they said, once you have a taste of power, you never want to get rid of it? And that's what's definitely going on with the world in general. Once you have a taste of it, I mean, that's old, that's ancient, that's back in the day, once they got a taste of power, they never want to get rid of it. So the second one, oops, I'm trying not to look at them. We'll look at them together. Abuse and neglect. Well, it doesn't take a psychic to read that, right? Abuse and neglect. So their whole platform is abuse and neglect. Abuse and neglect that has worked for their greed. That's the thing about it's like feeding a stray cat out your back door. That cat now knows that it can get a simple meal. Maybe not a kitty. Let's do wildlife because kitties should be taken care of no matter what. But let's do wildlife. So now a wild animal who goes out and forages for its own food, you start feeding it out your back window or door, and now they know how to come and get a free meal. So the abuse and the neglect, the abuse is we do that thinking that we're helping them, and now they neglect their own instincts. So what has happened with the government, right? Is this exact same thing. So we forget how to take care of ourselves. I'm not saying some people need help. That's not where I'm going with this. But they knew exactly how to abuse and neglect, therefore keep us down. They knew how to do it. I'm not going to go into any more descriptions. Okay, here we go. Ooh, power supply. We are their power supply. We should cut them off. We can energetically. Every single day, I cut my energy from Trump and the Republicans. They can't have it. They cannot have it. All right, one more. Lies. Well, there you have the lies. It is a big lie. Whatever they have built on, we definitely need to remember that we're being lied to. Um, we can have a world that we want, and we're going to. And what we have to do is dismantle and reject all of the lies that come to us from that. And I think that's what the dark side of the moon, the black moon, is really trying to tell us. Look deep. Do your work. So, all right, everybody.